another quarantine edition of HPTV News. I'm Kate Carnegie.
And I'm Talia Shelton. To kick off our third week of e-learning, we're going to make this an e-learning spirit week.
Starting tomorrow, there will be something for you to do or wear each day. You can take pictures of yourself and post them to your homeroom classroom so all your friends can see what you're doing. Let's check out what they are now.
Homework Tuesday. Wear clothes from your favorite sports teams.
Superhero Wednesday, where you dress up like a superhero. On Thursday, it's Thoughtful Thursday. Be thoughtful and do an act of kindness for your family.
And now, to our field reporter, Declan.
During this time of uncertainty, the most important thing we could do is spread kindness to everyone, even from our houses. My family has made thank you signs for the healthcare staff, the real heroes. Our High Point family has been busy making difference and spreading kindness all around Northern Park. Let's see what they've been up to.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble.
So my family has been doing some chalk art to help out the community.
Don't worry. Be happy. Right now we can't go to school. Staying at home is what's cool. Don't worry. Be happy. E-learning is okay, but I miss my friends today. Don't worry. Be happy.
Wow, that's a lot of great stuff happening in our neighborhoods. Now, let's head over to Taylor.
Finally, we have an important task for all High Point students. We all have to vote for our favorite yearbook cover design. Now, here's how you vote. Go into Homeroom in Seesaw. Under Activities, you will find a Google form. Click in the circle for the design you like best. You may only vote for one cover, so choose wisely. You must turn in this form by Wednesday at noon. We will announce the winners next week. Back to you guys.
Do you know what we've been missing? The birthday announcements. Since we're not in school each day to hear who's celebrating a birthday, here's Miss Joyce to tell us them now.
Happy birthday, I should say all these are happy belated birthdays, to Mason Val in Mrs. Wojcik's class, Summer Val in Mrs. Wojcik's class, Marin Woodall in Mrs. Matthias's class on the 16th. On the 17th, happy birthday to Delaney Blackwood in Mrs. Winkler's room, Abby Dokie in Mrs. Jenkins's room, and Mrs. Winkler on the 19th, a big day at High Point School. Happy birthday to Juliana Pulowski in Mrs. O'Connor's room, Natalia Shelton in Mrs. Kapsaskis's room, and Todd Shelton in Mrs. Kapsaskis's room. Also a happy birthday, belated birthday to Miss Oshiro. Thanks for all that you do for our students. Alyssa Abed in Mrs. Madson's room on the 21st. Happy birthday to Saoirse Redmond in Mrs. Davis's room, and Ryan Welcome in Mrs. Madson's room. We have a few more. Renee Hill in Mrs. Reen's room, Alexander Cernecki in Mrs. Jenkins' room on the 22nd. Happy birthday to Rima Spagnata in Mrs. Hannigan's room on the 23rd. To Jana Alrusan in Mrs. Dugan's room. Adeline Ramos on the 24th in Mrs. Reen's room. We hope you guys had a great, great birthday. Happy birthday, belated birthday to Kaylin Lipinski in Mrs. Madson's class. Happy birthday to Ronan Rafferty in Miss Schuster's class. Angelina Tadros in Mrs. Grady's class, all on the 25th. And happy birthday on the 25th to Miss Nuff. Continuing with belated birthdays, happy birthday to Peyton Lawler in Mrs. Kapsaskis's class. Happy birthday to Natalia Kochelet in Miss Hannigan's class. Ethan Lee in Miss Hannigan's class, and Julia Soka in Mr. Price's class on the 27th. Also, happy birthday to Miss Schmidt in the lunchroom on the 27th. Happy birthday to Isa Hamad on the 28th in Mrs. Matthias's class. Happy birthday, April Fool's birthdays to William Riley in Mrs. Schuster's room and Bella Sinise in Mrs. Jenkins' room. Happy birthday on April 2nd to Mrs. Hannigan, and happy birthday on April 3rd to Joseph Clough and Mrs. O'Connor's room. Happy birthday on April 4th to Mrs. Carr and Malak Silua in Mrs. Kapsaskis' room. On the 5th, happy birthday to Mrs. Matthias and Mrs. McNicholas. Hope you guys have great birthdays. On the 6th, happy birthday to Ryan El-Masri in Miss Schuster's class, to Nidal Suleiman in Mrs. Grady's room, to Victoria Swark in Mrs. Winkler's room, and on the 6th to Mrs. Gilbert. Hope you have a great birthday. On the 7th, happy birthday to Ryan Amoud in Miss Duffy's room, to Frank Pasella in Miss Schuster's room, and Alexander Wolek in Mrs. Jenkins' room. Hope you guys have great birthdays.
For tuning in, this has been Talia Shelton.
And Kate Carnegie, signing off. Have a wonderful day.
This newscast brought to you by the High Point Media Team.